Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. Yeah.
Whoa. Teddy Rumpskin. Yeah. Teddy Rumpskin.
Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. And, I recently saw a video done by this lady who's she's like a feminist, talking about how in negative ways that women are portrayed in video games, right? In this video series called Feminist Frequency, right? Tropes versus women in video games, right? Damsels in distress. Now this chick here, she talks about how video games often treat women negatively, right?
This project will examine the tropes, plot devices, and patterns most commonly associated with women in gaming from a systemic, big-picture perspective. This series will include critical analysis of many beloved games and characters, but remember that it's both possible and even necessary to simultaneously enjoy media while also being critical of its more problematic or pernicious aspects.
With pernicious? Why are we using these big words? I mean, it seems like she's talking down to me. She's being kind of condescending to assume that I don't understand these very common cliches in video games about how women are being portrayed, right? But at the same time, using big fucking words, I mean, if I'm so stupid to not fucking understand these very common cliches, then how am I supposed to understand big words like ostensible and pernicious, you know what I mean? What I'm saying is that if I'm dumb, use small words that I'm going to understand, right? But when I get the idea that women in video games are often made to be helpless, while the man is made out to be the hero that has to rescue them, it's a very fucking common cliche that, the girl gets kidnapped by bad guys, and then the hero has to go and rescue them, right? And the girl's always like, help me, help me, help me. And she says that this is some kind of adolescent male power fantasy,
As it provided an easy way to tap into adolescent male power fantasies.
Yeah, that's what he said. Adolescent male power fantasy, But when I'm playing Ghouls and Ghosts, I'm not thinking about the princess at the end of the game that I'm trying to save. I'm thinking about fucking smashing monsters and stuff along the way. That's what I'm thinking about. So I guess it is a male power fantasy. I want to fantasize about being a powerful male, right? But not that I want women to be weak, And while Super Mario is rescuing princesses and Legend of Zelda involves rescuing a princess, that's Nintendo. That's Nintendo. I'm the Sega Genesis geek, right? I like Sega games. And lots of Sega games have strong females. Like Golden Axe. Golden Axe is a classic Sega game where there's 3 playable characters, and one of them is a strong female character to play. Tyrus. Yeah. She's a sexy ass-kicking bitch, right? Yeah. She's a strong female, and I like playing as her. That's fun, right? And in Streets of Rage, there's 3 playable characters that play in that game, and one of them is Blaze, which is an ass-kicking chick, right? She's awesome, right? I love playing as Blaze. She's strong, and she's fast, and she kicks lots of male ass, and I think that's awesome. I like strong females. I think they're fucking cool, right? Yeah, let's see. There's also Blades of Vengeance, which look at the cover here, and you see that the woman is actually standing in a position of dominance over the other men in the game, standing with their arm high in the air in defiance. It's awesome. And yeah, she's a playable character in the game, and you can play as a strong female, right? Or Alicia Dragoon, where you play as a girl. Actually, there are no men to play as a game. You play as the girl. You have a dragon companion in the game, and that game's fucking awesome, Or Rolling Thunder 2, where there's actually 2 secret agents to play. One of them's a guy, and one of them's a girl, right? And they're actually equals. They're partner secret agents, right? And you can choose to play as the guy or the girl, either one of them. And it doesn't really matter which one you play, because they both play the same, That's true equality right there, right? You can play as the girl and run around and shoot guys. It's awesome, There's actually multiple examples on the Sega Genesis of games where you can play as girls. Almost too many to mention, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, how about this one game called Weapon Lord, right? it's a fighting game that includes a whole bunch of fucking females. Big, beefy looking females. Strong, muscle-bound women. And they're not feminized. They're not over-sexualized. In fact, these women are just as muscle-bound as the men. And, this one guy looks like the god of war. You know? Yeah, I know what you're saying about women being portrayed in video games as victims and damsels in distress. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that there are examples of fucking women being strong, you know? I mean, there are some examples. But then I saw this second part in the video series. And oh my god. I mean, in more recent, you know, video games, where the graphics are getting better, but the graphics are also more graphic. I mean, there's portrayals of women being brutalized, raped, and murdered in new and more graphic ways than ever before. In more recent games, you know, women are not only fucking brutalized, but murdered in a concept known as the girlfriend in the fridge. I mean, what is that?
The trope name comes from Green Lantern issue number 54, in which the superhero returns home to find his girlfriend murdered and stuffed inside his refrigerator.
Well, she was murdered and then shoved into a refrigerator? Yeah, apparently, you know, they think that murdering the fucking wife or girlfriend in the game is going to give your character a more compelling reason to do what he's doing. But that's fucked up, man. That is seriously fucked up.
The damsel in the refrigerator is part of a larger trend of throwing women under the bus in increasingly gruesome ways, in an apparent attempt to interject what I'll loosely refer to as mature themes.
I mean, there's other games where you actually have to be a participant in your fucking girlfriend's murder. Yeah, you actually have to shoot your girlfriend in the fucking face. What the fuck? I mean, there's one game where your girlfriend has been mutilated and combined with this cybernetic monster that you have to fucking fight. You have to fucking shoot the monster while your girlfriend is screaming for help.
I'm gonna kill you! I can't stop it! After being incapacitated, she begs you to kill her. Please, Tommy, let me go. And the player can't advance in the narrative until you shoot her in the face.
What the fuck?
These damseled women are written so as to subordinate themselves to men. They submissively accept their grisly fate and will often beg the player to perform violence on them, giving men direct and total control over whether they live or die, even saying thank you with their dying breath. In other words, these women are asking for it, quite literally.
Whoa, shit. That's seriously disturbing, man. I don't know what to say about that. Shit. I guess you're right. I get that shut me up. I mean, yeah. I mean, there are some examples of strong females in video games, but there's an overwhelming examples of fucking women being brutalized and victimized in video games all over the place. And it's not getting better. It's getting worse. You know. I thought because of examples like Tomb Raider and Blood Rain that maybe games were turning around and giving women like a stronger position, but I guess not. You know. I guess you're right. Yeah. Damn. That's messed up. Huh? Shit. That puts me in the mood to play a fucking happy game, yeah. Next time, I'm gonna play a happy, whimsical game featuring Ronald McDonald, you know, collecting treasure in the Treasure Land Adventure. Yeah. Next fucking time, we're gonna play something cute and fucking nice. Anyway, till fucking then, keep it real. Suck it. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Yeah.